disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruity activities, karma khanda, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank you everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next section, the glorious of Narottam Das Thakur, Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, Ishwar Puri, Lord Shiva, Rasikanand Prabhu, Purushottam Das Thakur Prabhu. May I know who all joined the call this morning? Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। राधे प्यारी माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Preeti Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much Mataji for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Prabhuji already joined. I'll start the recording here.
Okay Mataji.
Since a lot of acharyas are there, Prabhuji needs.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of glories of Narottam Das Thakur, Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, Ishwar Prabhu, Ishwar Puri, Lord Shiva, Rasikananda Prabhu, Purushottam Das Thakur. Welcome to His Grace Jivana Gaur Haridas Prabhuji ki. Jai. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I would like to hand over call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Radha Pyari Mataji. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna to all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who have gathered here to hear about the glorious pastimes of our exalted Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. And especially this February and March month is very, very special because of the appearance of Advaita Acharya, then Nityananda Prabhu, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So today we will be hearing about many Vaishnava Acharyas, and we will be starting from the most exalted great personality, who is none other than Lord Shiva. So we all know that Lord Shiva is very, very dear and intimately connected with Lord Hari. So whatever actions he performs is purely done only to please Lord Sri Krishna. So we can infer by the commentary of the various acharyas that how Lord Shiva is the most magnanimous personality in this material world to give out his mercy, especially to the conditioned soul. So we will be venturing into that. So we all know that how deeply Lord Shiva is attached to Lord Hari. That's why actually he is holding Mother Ganga, which is emanating from the upper planetary system. And he wants to hold Mother Ganga because it is actually Uchishta coming from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. And there are many unlimited pastimes of Lord Shiva, especially mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. But in this session, we will be exclusively seeing about how Lord Shiva is in intimate way having a personal relationship with our Vaishnava Acharyas, and how Lord Chaitanya, he conversed with Lord Shiva at Sri Shailam, and how Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi, they were immensely deeply absorbed in the pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, and also about the various Lord Shiva's temple visited by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during his South Indian Yatra. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was touring South India, so he came to a place called as Sri Shailam, where Lord Shiva has the name called as Mallikarjuna. And at Sri Shailam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put his hand around the shoulders of Lord Shiva, and they were discussing about the deep conjugal pastimes of Shri Radha Krishna. And in that way, we can see how both these two exalted personalities, they are conveying the message that discussing about the esoteric pastimes of Shri Radha Krishna is the topmost confidential knowledge. And we all know that how Lord Shiva, Mother Durga, and both of his sons, Ganesha and Kartikeya, they appeared, these both two transcendental personalities appeared as the son of Advaita Acharya, and they were also keen and participated in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this family, Lord Shiva, Mother Durga, Ganesha, and Kartikeya, we should learn a lesson from them, how curious, how eager they are in serving the mission of the Supreme Lord. And Lord Shiva is most exalted personality, and that's why in Srimad Bhagavatam it is clearly mentioned even the small offense or whatever offense committed towards Lord Shiva, it has a grave consequences. And perfect example is Daksha. And also, we all know that Advaita Acharya is the combined personality of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. And when Sachi Devi had a little ill-motivated thought about Advaita Acharya, that he preached to my elder son Vishwarupa, and that's the reason why he took the renounced order, and now he is preaching to Nimai. Then Nimai told that it's a great offense, and he withdrew Krishna Prem from his mother. So we should be very, very careful, because in these four tattvas, Bhagavan, Vishnu Tattva, Shiva Tattva, and Jiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is very, very difficult to understand, but if somehow or other one can understand how intimately and connected is Lord Shiva with Lord Vishnu, then one can get himself freed from the great offense. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, we all know this Devanam Yata Ganga, Devanam Achyuto Yata, Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, Purananam Yadam Tata. Just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among the deities, and Lord Shambhu, the greatest of Vaishnava, so Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. So we should imbibe the mood that actually Lord Shiva is very, very dear to Vaishnavas, very, very dear to Vaishnavas. Whoever goes for any material benediction, Lord Shiva certainly gives benediction, but with loopholes. That's why Ravana and Salva and Jayadratha and Vrikashura, they at last they were killed, because he gives material benediction with the loopholes. But when it comes to Vaishnava, he sees to that actually he gives benediction without any loopholes. So in that way, Lord Shiva is actually cheater of those people who want to get themselves cheated. And he is cheating all this demoniac personality only in order to please Lord Krishna. So we should, whatever action Lord Shiva does, actually it is done only to please Lord Krishna. So even when he appears as Shankaracharya, he preaches Mayavada philosophy, it is only upon the order of Lord Sri Krishna that he propagates this monistic theory, this Mayavada philosophy. So sometimes there may be a confusion that why Lord Ram worshipped Lord Shiva, but actually Lord Shiva and Mother Durga took Lord Ramachandra and his dear eternal consort Sita Devi to their abode, Kailash, and they demoniac personality to believe that actually he is the worshipable god of Rama. It appeared apparently, but internally we all know that how Lord Shiva is the great among the, can say, he is not different from Vishnu, and at the same time he takes the mood of the dearmost servant of Lord Sri Krishna. So Lord Shiva is a personality with whom a person can misunderstand and commit offenses. That's why Ramanujacharya, he told to his disciples not to visit Lord Shiva temple, not for the fact that he should not be worshipped. There are chances, because in devotional life, there are chances that one may not understand, read the mood of Lord Shiva and his transcendental activities. There are chances that they may commit aparad offenses. So, in order to nullify that, Ramanujacharya instructed his disciples not to even enter into the temple of Lord Shiva. And at that time, when Ramanujacharya was there before 500 years, because the king and rulers, they were great followers of Shaivite, and they were so arrogant that they would also dare to kill the Vaishnavas. So, in order better to restrain, because these rulers, they were strong followers of the Shaivites, and they harassed Vaishnavas. Then, if an argument, debate starts between the Vaishnavites and Shaivites, then naturally their worshipable God will be pulled into the picture. And in that way, there are chances that Lord Shiva can be misunderstood. So it is a very, very important for us to understand. And we all know that all the dhams, Lord Shiva has many functions, and one of the key important function for the Vaishnavas to understand is that he is the protector of the holy dham. Like he protects Vrindavan as Gopeshwara Mahadev. So he is actually the original personality, and in like many other places of Vrajamandal, Pipaleshwar, Rangeshwar, Bhutnath, Kameshwar, it is all his expansion. But they are also the holy Dham, a protector in various one. So he is very curious that his presence will be in all the Vrajamandal spot, because he prays to Krishna, please, 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 don't keep me away. I want to witness all your pastime. And that's why we could see lot of Mahadev temples in many spots of Vrajamandal. So Gopeshwar Mahadev, and we all know that how Sanatan Goswami, he would personally interact with Lord Shiva. One time, usually Sanatan Goswami, he took up his residence at the Madan Mohan temple. We all know that it's the Sambandha Vigraha, and his Bhajan Kutir is also at Madan Mohan temple. And daily he used to visit from Madan Mohan Mandir to Gopeshwar Mahadev. During his old age, Shiva told to Sanatan Goswami, Are Baba, please don't come here. Better you stay there. Sanatan Goswami told that no, no, no. As long as my body is fit and alive, I will daily come and then take your darshan. Then Lord Shiva made an arrangement that he took up one more spot between Gopeshwar Mahadev and the Madan Mohan temple, that is called as Bankanandi Mahadev. So the purpose is that actually Sanatan Goswami no need to travel for more distance. And then we can also have darshan of Bankanandi Mahadev. And Sanatan Goswami used to take darshan, and they used to converse. So it's actually a deep personal relationship. So Shiva is very, very personal. We should understand. And when we enter into the temple of Lord Shiva, we should immediately think that he is very, very dear to Lord Hari. And when he sees the Vaishnavas, he used to start to dance in ecstasy. And when we do Harinam Sankirtan, it is most pleasable to Lord Shiva. And this is actually Chakreshwar Mahadev. Here, Lord Shiva, he is appearing in 5 forms. So what are all those 5 forms? So like Bhuteshwar Mahadev and Kameshwar Mahadev, he appears in 5 form. Who takes darshan of these 5 form, they get the complete mercy of Gopeshwar Mahadev and all other Mahadev in various Vrajamandal. Like among the 7 Goswami temples at Vrindavan, we all know that if one takes darshan of Radharaman, it means that he has taken darshan of all other uh, deities established by the Goswamis of Vrindavan. So, like that, if one takes darshan of Chakreshwar Mahadev, it means that one has taken darshan of all other Mahadev at Vrajamandal. So these are all the main things which we need to understand. Chakreshwar Mahadev, he took up his residence at the foothill of Govardhan. And here also there was a nice interesting pastime. Actually, here near to Chakreshwar Mahadev is the Bhajan Kutir of Sanatan Goswami. And Sanatan Goswami, he used to write literatures. And when he had a mosquito bite, he started to shift his residence. Then Shiva personally appeared, guaranteeing him that there would be no mosquito torture. And he summoned the king of mosquito. And it was ensured that there was no mosquito, so that there was peaceful residence Bhajan Kutir of Sanatan Goswami, and in that way we can understand how Lord Shiva was personally reciprocating with Sanatan Goswami. So it's a personal reciprocation, and we all know that how he is also very eager to see all the childhood pastimes of Lord Krishna. That's why he took the form of Nandagon, Nandishwara, and he stays there eternally as Nandishwara Mahadev, because actually he is very, very curious not to miss even a single pastimes enacted by Sri Krishna, his childhood pastimes. And Brahma took the form of Barshana, we all know that. So near to Nandagram, there is a place called as Aseshwar Mahadev. Generally, devotees, when they would have gone there for taking darshan of Nandagon, Barshana, Ter Kadamba, Vrindakund, they would also certainly from Ter Kadamba, this temple is visible. Just near to that is Aseshwar Mahadev. So one time, Lord Shiva happened to come there, and then immediately when Lord Shiva appeared before the door of Yashoda, Yashoda immediately shut down the door, because actually the personality Lord Shiva, apparently he may sometimes look horrifying. So she thought that actually Sri Krishna would got frightened, but Krishna started to cry continuously, and there were discussion among the gopis, and they came to the conclusion there should be some Mahapurusha having come to this place, and Krishna wants to have a darshan of that great personality. And when they went there, Shiva was seated in this place called as Aseshwar Mahadev. Then Yashoda Ma called him, and then immediately seeing Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Shiva started to dance and chant in ecstasy. So actually, it created more fun for Lord Sri Krishna. He started to smile, and then he started to exhibit his innocent smile, and everyone they were admiring Sri Krishna. And they also made a petition request: "Can you come daily to dance in front of our Lala?" So Shiva agreed, but on one condition, that he should get the Uchishta food remnants eaten by Sri Krishna, and whatever uh, the water that has touched the transcendental body of Sri Krishna after bathing, that should be also given as Uchishta. For that, they all agreed. So how curious he is to take the Uchishta, both food as well as the water that has touched his transcendental body. So we should understand that how Lord Shiva is very, very dear and intimately connected to Sri Krishna. So this Chakreshwar Mahadev, there are 5 Shivalingas representing Bhuteshwar in Mathura, Gopeshwar in Vrindavan, Nandishwar in Nandagon, Kameshwar in Kamyavan, Chakreshwar Mahadev in Govardhan. So actually, yeah, sometimes actually Some may not be in a position to visit all these Mahadev. At least if they could visit near to Manasi Ganga, no? There is Bhajan Kutir of Sanatan Goswami and also this Chakreshwar Mahadev. If they take darshan, it means that they have got the blessings from all other Mahadev guardian in various Vrajamandal. So how to offer our obeisances to Lord Shiva? It is written in Sankalpa Kalpadruma. Vrindavana Vanipate Jaya Soma Soma Maule. So it means that Lord Shiva forehead is decorated with the moon. And he is the gatekeeper of Vrindavan. Actually, if we are taking darshan of Vrindavan, it means that actually we have got the blessings of Lord Shiva. If you are taking darshan of Jagannath, it means that we have got the blessings of Lingeshwar Mahadev. So similarly in Vrindavan, Vrida Shiva, whatever Dham, he is actually the protector of the Dham. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Naradedya. So actually the great sages said that by Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Narada. So their worshipable deity is also Lord Shiva. Gopishwara, Vrajavilashi, Yugangri Padme, Prema Prayacha Nirupadi, Namo Namaste. So it means that he can give prema to the lotus feet of Shri Shri Radha Madhav. And Radha Madhav is generally performing amazing, wonderful, transcendental pastimes. So actually, Shiva would be most pleased when one asks for benediction to worship Shri Shri Radha Krishna, because he gives more benediction. But one time, one devotee of Lord Shiva asked, what is your favorite benediction? He told that one who asked for prema of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So he would be very happy. So all other benediction, we can say actually it is all bogus. When one comes to the platform of understanding that attaining pure love for Sri Sri Radha Krishna is the greatest benediction, then all other benediction bestowed by Lord Shiva is all bogus. So anything connected to Hari Bhakti and to the service of Hari Guru Vaishnava is the real benediction given by Lord Shiva. We have to understand. And we can also understand like how actually one devotee of Lord Shiva was benedicted by Lord Shiva to approach Sanatan Goswami. And we all know that the touchstone story and how he got this Maha Mantra. He was very happy because it was a bona fide approved by Lord Shiva that chanting this Hare Krishna is the most precious thing in this world. So we all know that how Lord Shiva, he is very eager to enter into the pastimes of Sri Sri Radha Krishna as one of the gopi. Narada also very eager to enter into the pastimes of Sri Sri Radha Krishna as Naradiya gopi. So when Narada glorified Lord Shiva as the supreme controller of the universe, then Lord Shiva immediately covered his ears. And he told that I am not even an object of Krishna's mercy. So he is just hankering to get the mercy and favor of the servant of Lord Hari. So this is actually the position of Lord Shiva. He should not be misunderstood. But yes, okay, in Tamoguna, in Tamoguna literatures, he is glorified as the Supreme Lord. But at least to the point of coming to worship Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva actually bestows mercy upon them so that at one point of time they also become devotees of Lord Krishna. So Shiva is very, very meticulous in his service. And after Lord Chaitanya started his South India Yatra, he visited all of the prominent Lord Shiva temple, and he visited Mallikarjuna, which is at Sri Shailam, and there actually at the hill of Sri Shailam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a deep conversation with Lord Shiva and his dear consort Padmavati. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Kalahasti. This temple is located near Tirupati, and here also Kalahastishwara. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered into the temple and he chanted and danced in ecstasy because all these temples were thronged by thousands and lakhs of pilgrimage. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like a moving golden mountain, he could melt down the hearts whoever came into his close proximity surrounding. So he also did his Harinam Premanama Sankirtan, and wherever Mahaprabhu went, we can see that there are some ISKCON centers there. And he came to Kanchipuram, Shiva Kanchi, Vishnu Kanchi. Shiva Kanchi is Egambareshwara, Vishnu Kanchi is Lord Varadaraja. And actually, he also stayed in Kanchipuram for a few days, and then he chanted in ecstasy. Lord Shiva was very happy to receive Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in that way, Yegambareshwara, he was very happy seeing the Premanama Sankirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then from Kanchipuram, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Tirukazhikundram, that is called as the Pakshi temple, which is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Even 50 years before also, there would be a white Garuda which would come regularly to the top of the mountain, and it would be fed with the prasad. That's why it's called as the Pakshi temple. And here, Lord Shiva is known as Vedagirishwara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu climbed there, and there are also some Namahattas happening. And wherever Lord Chaitanya happened to pass there, and then whatever the temple is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, actually, Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur established the lotus footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there, and whatever is left, actually, we have taken up that seva, and we have also acquired some places there. In just 1 month before at Vishnu Kanchi, actually, we got 200 square feet of places, just 100 feet from the Varadaraj temple, and it has been purchased, everything. Very soon, the lotus footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be established there. And from there, from Pakshi temple, Lord Chaitanya went to Vrindachalam. It is my hometown. Here also Lord Chaitanya visited here. And here Lord Shiva has got the name called as Vritagirishwarar. Because all this scene, there are many states in Tamil Nadu. So many states in India. But the one state in India which has got most of the tier 2 towns is Tamil Nadu. Because of the reason that actually wherever there is Lord Shiva or Vishnu temple, all the people would take up their residence there, because there are many Vishnu and Lord Shiva temples inside Tamil Nadu. So almost there are around 120 towns. Because in Bengal, if you see, when we go from Mayapur to Calcutta, hardly we may see one town. Like even from Mayapur to Ekachakra, one town, Berhampur, like that. But here, in every 10-15 kilometers in Tamil Nadu, there would be a town, because there will be some Vishnu temple, Shiva temple, and a lot of people would take up their residence, and that will become a town. So here also, actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted, danced in ecstasy, Premanama Sankirtan. And from there, he went to Chidambaram. Chidambaram here, Lord Shiva is known as Nadraja, because he is the greatest dancer. Once there was a dancing competition between Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi. It was a step dance. Whatever dance Shiva was enacting, the same dance Parvati Devi was enacting. And actually, the assembly, actually, no one could judge who is the best dancer, Lord Shiva or Parvati. At last, actually, Lord Shiva, he took up his foot near to the head. But as a Mataji, Parvati Devi couldn't do that, and she accepted the defeat. So he is called as Nataraja, the best dancer. And the best dancer was attracted by the best dancing step of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dance will be like a swirling fire and like a moving mountain, and then jumping up and down, tears coming from his eyes. And actually, he will drench all the people. Whoever came in contact with Mahaprabhu, they were absorbed in Krishna Prem. That's all. So such is the powerful potency. And from that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Srirangam, because Srirangam temple is guarded by Lord Shiva, and his name is Jambukeshwara. Jambukeshwara. So situated on the shore of river Kaveri. So Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy and then gave pleasure to Lord Shiva. And then he went and then took darshan of Lord Ranganathji. Then from Srirangam, he went to Madurai, the famous Meenakshi Amman temple, the typical architect. And Meenakshi Amman temple is very, very famous in South India. Sundareshwara. Sundareshwara means the most beautiful personality. And Meenakshi Amman married the most beautiful transcendental personality, Lord Shiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also stayed there at Madurai, and then he had a loving exchange with a wonderful devotee called as Ramadas. And then from there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to a place called as Tenkasi, which means called as South Kasi. Like generally people go to North India for Kasi. In Tamil Nadu also, this place is called as Tenkasi. Whoever visits this Lord Shiva is also called as Vishwanatha, because in Kashi, actually Shiva's name is Vishwanatha. Here also actually there are Vishwanathji. So Tenkasi. And from there, actually, Mahaprabhu went to Tirunelveli. This place is very famous for halwa, making from wheat flour. And he also had the darshan of Nellayappa temple. And it is situated in the river Tamrabarani, which is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it is also mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that whoever, there will be many Vaishnava devotees who will be coming and residing in the shore of river Kaveri, Tamrabarani. We all know that how the alvars and many devotees and many preaching are all happening in and around these places. And from there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Rameshwaram, the famous Ramanatha Swami temple, Rameshwaram. And then he also took the darshan of Ramanatha Swami. But actually, Lord Shiva's, because sometimes it is misinterpreted, like Ramanatha Swami means actually the worshipable god for Lord Ram is Lord Shiva, but actually it is Ulda. Shiva worships Lord Shiva. And then, okay, these are all the places which were visited by Lord Shiva, by Lord Chaitanya, visiting Lord Shiva temple, so 500 years before. But there are many pastimes which also happened, which came to our ears through the exalted personality. Pankajangri Prabhu, once when 7-8 years before, when His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj was undergoing liver and kidney transplant, the devotees went to Pankajangri Prabhu and then requested him that he should pray for Guru Maharaj successful surgery. Then Pankajangri Prabhu told that no need to worry. The personal form of Lord Shiva in Simantadweep, known as Panchavakra Shiva, is personally present in the surgery theater where His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is undergoing surgery. You no need to worry on that. And once after this surgery also, when His Holiness was, we all know that his residence Lotus building rooftop, and after doing a Namahatta program, when he came, actually he was welcomed by a strange couple when His Holiness showed his respects to them. He actually raised his arm in a mood of bestowing blessings and mercy, and after he went to his room, he revealed that they were none other than Lord Shiva and Parvati Devi. So it doesn't mean that actually they are all impersonal, only because generally devotees when they worship Linga, it looks like actually it is not a personal form, but actually it's a personal form only. And how they are all interacting, like we can see, like Sanatan Goswami and for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, also how he is deeply interacting. And once when devotee they were performing Navadip Pandal Parikrama, also Lokanath Swami asked, could you see the golden form of a small girl welcoming you all? And she is none other than Simantini Devi, he told. Like that, there are various several pastimes. So So we should come to the conclusion they are very, very personal and they are very, very dear to the Gaudiya Acharyas. And also in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is mentioned how, see, not only in Vrajamandal, we have many Mahadev. He doesn't want to miss up any pastime. So similarly, actually in Naimisaranya, in Madhyadip, there is also a place called as Madhyadeepa where Gaurakatha was supposed to start. Shiva couldn't come up speedily with his Vahan, that is actually Nandi. Then he borrowed from Brahmaji, the swan carrier, and he came in time, not even to miss a second. And in that Vahan, we could also see how Lord Shiva is sitting, and then actually the pastime also happened. And so during actually this month only, February month only, there is a special festival being observed. There is a flower. It is called as a crown flower. Here in local language, they call it as Yerukampu. So actually, when these flowers are put in the feet of Lord Shiva, and when we does prayer, if Lord Shiva accepts, then it means that it will bloom. So devotees used, actually, even this was not known. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami came along with his devotee disciples. It was a long queue. Then the Pujari allowed permission for one person. So His Holiness went. He put flowers at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. Then immediately it blew. Again, second batch, again blew. Again he put third, again he blew. Then it means that his prayers has been accepted and has been given blessings. Then all the devotees are allowed without a queue to take darshan. And while going, disciples are asking to His Holiness, what prayers did you do? Then he told that there are many land dispute in Mayapur because every 25 acres will be in a trust name. And the 750 acres means the 30 trust name, very difficult to maintain. So will it got solved? It got solved. 3-4 years before, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, made a resolution that ISKCON alone can have 750 acres in one brand name, because in trust actually not more than 25 acres is allowed. Somehow or other, she has been inspired to do that. And is ISKCON going in the right direction? Yes. This is actually, sometimes devotees may ask outside problem. Sometimes in the spiritual institution also is a problem. Are Baba, we are living in a place where actually this Kali Yuga is full of hypocrisy and quarrelsome. Among these external symptoms, actually preaching movement is happening. So there are bound to misunderstanding, quarrel. So ISKCON is going in the right direction. And what is your third prayer? Then His Holiness replied, it is personal. Anyhow, all these pastimes happen. We could understand that how Lord Shiva is very, very personal. And even in Gaur Leela also, because he was the one personality, as Sadashiva and Mahavishnu, he came as Advaita Acharya, called Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu to appear, and he witnessed all pastime. And it was his dear wife, Sita Devi, who gave the name Nimai to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Lord Shiva is a great exalted personality, and Shivaratri festival is also conducted in this month. So we can also pray to Lord Shiva that he bestow mercy upon us with the blessings that we also attain the pure love for Sri Sri Radha Krishna, and surely he is bestowed to mercy. There is no doubt all Vaishnavas, they have got the blessings of Lord Shiva, and those who are Saivite, they are they are in the process of getting purification, and the right time he will also bestow them mercy. So when they are bestowed mercy, they should never feel that we have gone off the track. They have got the real mercy and blessings of Lord Shiva. Then we will see about the glorious transcendental pastimes of Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur. So last time actually, when I presented the 64 Gaudiya Mat established by Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur. So in this session, we will be hearing about the 25 transcendental instruction given by Srila Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur. So born of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So he was the ray of sun, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayed that he be given a good, wonderful son to take up the preaching mission of Lord Chaitanya. And the Supreme Lord bestowed mercy, and we all know that Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, he took up his appearance at the Holy Dham, Jagannath Puri. Lord Jagannath is very famous, but it is only such great, wonderful personalities as Bhakti Vinodha Thakur and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur who are revealing the Dham. And we also know that when Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Rath came, it stopped before the residence, and Bhagavati Devi put Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur before the cart. Jagannath's flower garland fell upon him. So it was a clear signal that he is bestowed upon the mercy. And in 1922, Srila Prabhupada, he met his eternal spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, at a place called as Ulta Danga, and where he was inspired to take up the divine instruction that he should preach the message of Lord Chaitanya in the West. So that's why Srila Prabhupada used to say that actually whatever credit I get, it's only the credit of my Guru Maharaj, because it was his divine instruction that I went up to the West and I did the preaching by the mercy of my spiritual master. And Srila Prabhupada used to say that I never felt even a second that I was separated from my Guru. So he could feel and visualize. Like Prabhupada also mentioned that I could see Krishna always. Like that, he could also see his dear eternal spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It was just only a brief meeting, but actually these two great personalities met together, and there is ISKCON, where actually Srila Prabhupada created a wonderful society where the whole world can take shelter. So actually, this is also nicely built up, Ulta Danga, nicely taken care by Anangamohan Prabhu, disciple of His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj, wonderfully maintaining this place as the spiritual heritage. So now we will dive deep into the instruction of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, because his pastime is unlimited. So we are put to test and trial in this world. Only those who attend the Kirtana of the devotees can succeed. So this world is full of test and trial. When one does Kirtan, yeah, the problem may apparently remain the same, but yeah, at the end, actually, they would succeed. See, we used to say that actually devotees should not criticize others. And we all know that when one other criticize others, then we will lose the taste. So one devotee, apparently, it seems that he was criticizing devotees, but I don't know whether it is sugar level or potassium level, it went down. He became unconscious, but he could chant only a Maha Mantra, whatever question we ask. So actually, whoever attends a Kirtana, they are all pass, because during Corona, all students were put all pass. But actually, whoever participates in Lord Chaitanya's pastime, they are all pass. Better to be careful to avoid the offenses. Every spot on earth where discourses on God are held is a place of pilgrimage. So practically Kali Yuga, wherever devotee have a little bit of satsang, online or offline, it becomes a holy pilgrimage. Possession of objects not related to Krishna is our main malady. So this gives a clear instruction. Yeah, devotees are mad after sense gratification and getting attached to material objects, but the key remedy is that you get attached to Krishna. When a person comes in contact with a laptop, cell phone, or a house, car, bungalow, he becomes attached. Similarly, the conditioned souls, when they come in contact with Krishna, they get attached. So only the object of attachment should be doubtile. Let me not desire anything but the highest good for my worst enemies. Actually, this is a critical concept which we have to learn, because actually we should learn the invisible hands of Lord Krishna. Because actually, sometimes when problem comes, when we connect those problems with Krishna, it will definitely take us closer to Krishna. And definitely, while taking bath, whatever the dust is behind our back, actually someone has to see, and then he has to clean it. So like that, actually, whoever criticize us, they are actually the real friend. In the spiritual attitude platform, we should develop that mode, because actually, whatever person praises or criticizes, if it takes that close to Krishna, it is a welcome. And mostly we all know that better in a comfortable zone, it is very difficult to progress. But in an uncomfortable zone, the intensity of advancement becomes more and more. As dalliance with body and luxury increases, so wanes the spirit of service of the Lord. So actually, simple living, high thinking. So the acharyas, they lived and they showed us the way how actually we should be detached. Vairagya Vidya, Nijabhakti Yoga. Those favored by Krishna find their paths set by thorns. So actually, we all know that Pandavas, yeah, Prahlad Maharaj, and devotees, it will be little. But actually, when such problem comes, actually, we should see it as a special mercy. Because when comfortable zone, actually, our thirst and the fire in our belly goes off. There is no peace or happiness in our worldly life. That's actually one should get convinced that only Krishna can make me happy. Circumstances create a turmoil and annoyance. So actually, whether friendship or enmity, Chanakya Pandit says this, it is only due to social interaction. So nothing to grudge on others. That's all. Chant the Maha Mantra loudly and with attachment. This will drive away inertia, worldly evils, and pest. Yeah, certainly, because actually, sometimes devotees think that, oh, I am chanting Maha Mantra, I am not even advancing even a step. But actually, when one doesn't chant Maha Mantra or does a spiritual practice, actually, the tamasic and many people like want to hurt others, this black magic, and then the demoniac personality, torturing others, finding happiness in killing others, those spirit will enter into the heart. So we are actually saved. Be indifferent to bazaar gossip, stick firmly to your cherished goals. No lack or impediments of the world will ever stand in your way. Actually, you should never blame others because actually it's only our mind. And if you are determined, we are sure to attain the goal, but certainly only by the mercy of Guru Parampara. Pay due respects to the extroverts of the world, but do not be appreciative of their manners and conduct. They are to be shaken off from your mind. Because sometimes some sampradaya, they used to honor respect to the coconut tree, respect to the coconut because it is giving nice water, respect to sea, respect to each and everything, but they will not think of Krishna. So that's why actually there should be balance. If you see a coconut tree and yeah, we can appreciate, see how Krishna has created the coconut tree and kept the coconut, the water is nice. Generally, the scientists and even physics, they all study evaporation, condensation. When we see actually the clouds, we see that how Krishna is keeping the water of the salty ocean in the clouds and then spreading rain. We connect everything to Krishna. That's all. Anything not connected to Krishna is useless. A devotee feels the presence of Krishna everywhere, but one averse to the Lord denies his existence everywhere. So yes, actually, Krishna conscious means not only Mangalarati, chanting, and then Guru Puja, Bhagavatam class, but 24 hours cultivating the mood of seeing Krishna everywhere. You cannot appreciate transcendental matters with the reasoning of the world. It is sheer nonsense to decry them with the measure stick of your intellect. So that's why actually it is clearly mentioned that even one pure devotee cannot understand the mood of other pure personalities. So actually it is immeasurable, both the spiritual master and also Supreme Lord, in what mood they think Narada and Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, because actually they are somehow or other accepting our service, but in what speed they want their disciples to enact the task, it is very difficult to understand their mood. To recite the name of Sri Krishna is bhakti, yes. Life is for the glorification of topics on Hari. If that is stopped, then what need is there to carry on life? Physical illness with Hari Bhajan is preferred to physical fitness without Hari Bhajana. So that's why actually, because actually health is wealth. Sometimes some person, they are also haunted by illness, but still in spite of that, they do Hari Bhajana, they become the glorified person. Our span of life on earth is short. Our life will be crowned with success if the body wears out with the constant discourses on Hari. That's why actually devotees lead a life that actually they welcome a death because when death comes, they warmly embrace that. And this benediction, fearlessness of death is bestowed only for devotees We are here on earth not to work as artisans for making big buildings with wood and stone, but to work only as messengers for the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Dev. That's why even after coming to Krishna consciousness, no one should have a tinge of pride that I have built so many temples, distributed so many books. It has been given as an opportunity for us. And actually, we are here meant only to preach. Actually, we are only a postman. And whatever is decided, because actually Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu, but he is calling Lord Chaitanya to appear so that he can only deliver. So this is the humble mode taken by Advaita Acharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should come and then deliver. I am just asking if Advaita Acharya as Mahavishnu, can he not deliver? So he taking up the mode of a servant, a messenger. So we should also have that same mode of spirit of messenger. Simply, we can say that no one can say that I don't have some job in spiritual life. The job of postmaster is open to all. A sycophant is neither a guru or a preacher. So actually, we should be straightforward. To transform the adverse desires of the jivas is the supreme duty of the most merciful. To rescue one person from the stronghold of Maya is an act of superb benevolence, far superior to opening innumerable hospitals. So that's why Prabhupada clearly said that even if one person is delivered, then he becomes happy. Then there was one devotee who mentioned an email letter to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, mentioning that he has made 8% to chant 16 rounds and then helped them to take shelter. It was a long letter. Then he immediately conveyed to his servant that no need to read further, and he was just raising his hand. The mission is successful. Just 8% chanting 16 rounds. They feel that mood. Unless we are devoted to Krishna, secularism shall not leave us. So actually, Krishna is all in all for us. Look within, amend yourself rather than pry into the frailties of others. No need to criticize others. In this world of Maya, averse to the Lord Krishna, full of trials and tribulation, only patience, humility, and respect for others are our friends for Hari Bhajana. Because the key success to Hari Bhajana is everyone can do Hari Bhajan, but if one wants to advance further, it is same sloka. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishtuna, amanina manadena, kirtanaya sadahari. Patience, humility, and respect of others. These three are the key. Sometimes actually, even after practicing Krishna consciousness for 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, some doubt it may come. Actually, when such doubt comes, actually, we have not practiced patience, humility, and giving respect to others properly. So again, actually, the system needs to be cleansed. The Lord Gaura Sundara puts his devotees in various difficulties and association to test their patience and strength of mind. Success depends on their good fortune. So it comes naturally, because while going to school, college, working, also patience is tested. Similarly, in spiritual life also, the test will be there. But with endurance, determination, we should go through that path. When false in others misguide and delude you, have patience, introspect, and false in yourself. Know that others cannot harm you unless you harm yourself. So this is the key thing. Sometimes we say that he is harming me, but actually, it's actually our mind only. I wish that every selfless, tender-hearted person of Gaudiya Math will be prepared to shed 200 gallons of blood for the nourishment of the spiritual corpus of every individual of this world. So when a person's start to chant the holy name, they are delivered. But missionary activity, if we help our Guru Parampara in any other way, at least we can do preaching, or at least we should help others who preach. That way, actually, we can show our gratitude to this Parampara. And Srila Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, he also showed us Yukta Vairagya, how to utilize all new modern inventions and discoveries in the service of Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. So now we'll be hearing about the glorious pastimes of Ishwar Puri. So Ishwar Puri, he got initiated from Madhavendra Puri, and he took up the menial service of cleaning the stool and urine of Madhavendra Puri. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted him as the spiritual master. So menial service is recognized by the Supreme Lord, and his spiritual place is called as Kumara Hata, Chaitanya Doba, and they also call it as Hali Sahar. So Mahaprabhu, after he took initiation from Ishwarapuri at Gaya, he came to this place called as Kumara Hata, and he took sand, and then he took it as Uchishta. Then all the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here, and then they took sand and it became a pond. So this is how actually the three part of the spiritual master should be glorified. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated this example. And even before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took initiation from Ishwar Puri was staying at Navadip at the house of Gopinath Acharya. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the manuscript. Oh, sorry, it was Ishwara Puri who gave the manuscript Krishna Leelamrita to Nimai Pandit to correct. Nimai Pandit told that you as an Acharya, whatever has written is 10% correct and it is accepted by Krishna. No need to correct the scripture. Actually, what is meant by scripture? Scripture means actually, yeah, the Lord dictates and Vyasa writes, and if sometimes Acharya writes also, it is accepted. One time when Rupa Goswami was writing the scripture, instead of writing that Lord Krishna hit the pot with the stone, he wrote that actually Lord Krishna broke the pot with the flute. Then he was supposed to rewrite. Then Krishna appeared, and then he caught hold of the hands of Rupa Goswami. Whatever you have written is right. Now see, I am breaking the pot with my flute. Now whatever you have written is correct. So Acharyas, whatever they write, Krishna ensures that it happens. So that's why actually scriptures also very difficult to understand. And that's why when we read the Acharya's commentary, that is the ultimate. The Acharyas can give different commentaries that we should nourish, and then it should be nourished with a different flavor. So that's all. Because actually, sugarcane, if it is bitten from any side, it tastes sweet. Like that, actually, whatever the commentaries, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev, Vidyabhushan, Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, everything is transcendental with some flavor. So all such pastimes happen there. And why I am asking you the question, maybe you can answer on your own. Why Mahaprabhu took his initiation at Gaya? There are many places where Mahaprabhu could have taken initiation, but why did he choose Gaya? Because actually Gaya is the place where people throng there because they have the strong faith that actually when we give pinda to our forefathers, Shraddha rites, funeral rites at Gaya, they will be delivered. But actually, he also got the mantra from his spiritual master, and he is conveying the message. Actually, if a person chants the holy name, all the ancestors will be delivered. If a person thinks that by giving pinda, I mean for devotees, I'm saying only non-devotees, okay, that's okay. For devotees, if they think that only by giving pinda, the ancestors will be delivered, it is an offense. Because actually, it is only the holy name which can deliver the ancestors. But to set an example, actually, devotees give. But we should not have the faith that only that Shraddha ritual, funeral rites can deliver my ancestors. No, it's actually the holy name. And that's why actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Ishwara Puri, just by meeting you, this has become a holy pilgrimage. That's all. Meeting a great transcendental personality itself, actually the ancestors will be delivered. That's why actually bhakti is hidden. When we meet spiritual masters, when we meet pure devotees, all our ancestors are delivered, but we don't see in our eyes. The nature of bhakti is that it hides its own nature. If a person goes and then meet an exalted personality, and he and the public also gets the vision their ancestors are getting delivered, then who will practice karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga? And those who are unqualified also, they may take up the bhakti process. That's why actually the nature of bhakti is that to hide its own nature. Mahaprabhu, that's why actually he took initiation at Gaya for no other purpose. Generally, the devotees have that's okay, but they can do it. But they should have the faith that holy name does everything. They should take shelter of the holy name. Holy name can deliver them. It's only a ritual. For those who don't take up the process of bhakti, yeah, that is recommended. But those who are chanting the holy name, they should be fully convinced. And if they are going to such places, if they want to give, that's okay. But the faith should be on the holy name. That's why chose a perfect spot, Gaya, because Gaya means everyone goes Gaya, 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 Kasi, Gaya, Prayag, Ayodhya, Chitrakoot. Main place is Gaya, because I want to deliver my forefather. By chanting the holy name, the ancestors are delivered. They will not suffer in the hell anymore. Mahaprabhu is giving 10% guarantee on that. And he got the mantra, and then he came back. Then he exhibited his ecstatic mat for love for Krishna. We all know that. Then Ishwar Puri was glorified. Mahaprabhu he used to glorify Ishwar Puri in many ways. And he also showed us the path how the three-part of the spiritual master should also be glorified. So much wonderful pastimes happened here. So Gaya is very famous for Vishnupath, but one who chants the holy name, the purpose of visiting holy place like Gaya is already fulfilled. That much conviction one should have. That's all. If one visits, well and good. If one is not able to visit, sit in a place and chant the holy name, they will get all such benefits. And more than that, visiting Gaya doesn't ensure one to get Krishna prem, but chanting the holy name, one is given to get pure love for Krishna. And we can also see the Murti of Ishwara Puri along with the worshipable deities. His worshipable deities is also there. And at that time when Mahaprabhu went there, he did a famous Nama Sankirtan pastimes. These photos, pictures are all kept there. How the associates, they were so eager following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we would hear about the glorious pastimes of Purushottam Das Thakur. He is one of the Dwadasa Gopala. He is Dhamma. And his pastime place is at Tanduri Gram, Purushottam Das Thakur. His worshipable deity, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra Devi, Gaur Nitai, Janava Mata, Vasudha, all the murtis are also kept here. The deity is worshipped by Purushottam Das Thakur and Janava Mata are kept here. And Purushottam Das Thakur, he is an eternal associate of Lord Nityananda. Because that fourth generation, Kamsari Sena, he is a Ratnavali in Krishna Leela. His son is Sadashiva Kaviraj. He is a Chandravali in Krishna Leela. And his son is Purushottam Das Thakur. So he is Dama, one of the Dwadasa Gopala, and his son is Kanu Thakur. Lord Nityananda named him the Sheshu Krishnadas. Janava didn't have a child, but when Janava decided to go to Vrindavan, he adopted this child as a Kanu Thakur, because when his father at a small age disappeared from this world, Janava Mata took him, and then Kanu Thakur was the object of mercy of Janava Devi. And when Janava Devi went to Keturi also, she took up this child along with him and then used to pat him by keeping on her lap. So these four generation, Kamsari Sena, Sadashiva Kaviraj, Purushottam Das Thakur, and Kanu Thakur, they are all great, wonderful personalities. So he was constantly absorbed in Krishna Prem. That one time when he ate snake poison, he didn't do like Prahlad Maharaj, because actually when one is on an absolute transcendental platform, nothing can hamper. So this is actually the pastime enacted by such a great personality, Purushottam Das Thakur. That's why he did a lot of preaching in Bengal, accompanying Lord Nityananda and his associates. Then we could hear about the glorious pastimes of Rasikananda Prabhu. So Rasikananda Prabhu, he was born in the village of Rohini. His father Achyuta and mother Bhavani, and his wife is Shyamadasi. And it is his headquarters, Gopijana Vallapur. We all went there. We did Nama Sankirtan pastime. There are many places associated with Rasikananda Prabhu, Rohini, and then his wife place is Gantashila on the river of Suvarnareka. His spiritual master Shyamananda Prabhu Sripat is Darendra Bahadurpur. So like that, and his worshipable deity is Radha Rasika Rai, a great personality. He's one of the Chaturvyuha, Aniruddha. That's why he finally winded up his pastime by entering into the Chichor Gopinath deity. And his footprints are also still there at Gopijana Vallapur. He's very fond of serving the Vaishnavas. He used to invite millions of Vaishnavas, serve their lotus feet by pouring water, and then he used to take it as Uchishta by pouring it on a big pot. Still now, actually, when the pot becomes soft, the water is filled and that Uchishta is still being maintained. And this is the headquarter preaching of his guru, Shyamananda Pandit, and also Rasikananda Prabhu. Because he was searching, because they are the supreme personality of Godhead, but again, to demonstrate an example, he was searching for a guru. Then there was an aerial voice. Shyamananda Prabhu would come here, and then you can accept initiation from him. And then when Shyamananda Prabhu came on the order of Lord Krishna from Mathura to here at the Odisha, Utkal, they preached vigorously. Because Krishna also told to Shyamananda Pandit, go to Odia and you can preach vigorously. They all preached vigorously because here, Odia, there were full of non-believers, dacoits, meat eaters, mlechas, and then agnostics, many such personalities. So Shyamananda Prabhu and Rasikananda Prabhu did vigorous preaching there. So the whole Orissa was flooded with the pure love for Krishna. So it's actually Nityananda Prabhu preached in Bengal, East and West. Shyamananda Prabhu and Rasikananda Prabhu preached at Utkal, Odia. And Mahaprabhu, after he took up his residence at Jagannath Puri, he was confined. We all know that at the house of Kashi Mishra, Gambira, where he actually was diving deeper into the transcendental world of pure love for Krishna. So all such worshippers in Tamogun, they were delivered by such great personalities. And when Rasikananda Prabhu, while hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, turned his head somewhere, then he was kicked by Shyamananda Prabhu. So it's a lesson that when Harikatha is being spoken, one should set up all other work apart and they should be meticulously hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So Gantashila is the place where Rasikananda Prabhu and his dear wife Shyamadasi took initiation, and they all were completely engaged in preaching activity. And we also know that how crocodile was delivered by these two great personalities, Shyamananda Pandit and Rasikananda Prabhu. Crocodile deliverance. And then elephant deliverance. So whoever criticized, because actually criticizing a Vaishnava is a great aparat, but still actually Mahaprabhu and his associates are very, very merciful. One time, one disciple asked Prabhupada, are there any sins that Nityananda Prabhu could not forgive? Then Prabhupada replied that if an embryo in the womb of a mother kicks, the mother doesn't take it seriously. Like that, actually, all these 14 planetary systems are within the womb of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda is most merciful. He can forgive, provided they approach the proper mood of a sincere repentance. But even in Kali Yuga, we can't expect. Still, in spite of that, Mahaprabhu and his dear associates are most merciful. And they could make even a tigers, because actually when tigers, lion chant, actually it's a miracle. Those who don't have faith, they develop faith. And the king Ahmed, he was also not having a good attitude towards Vaishnava. So he challenged Rasikananda Prabhu, can he tame the elephant? So Rasikananda Prabhu tamed the elephant and also gave the name Gopal Das. So he gave the example of Gajendra and also the king of the elephant, Airavata, that why are you wasting your life to worship Krishna? And by the mercy of Rasikananda Prabhu, it could understand, like we say, the human form of life, it also understand the importance of devotional service in this material world. And also the worshipable deity of these two great transcendental personalities. His spiritual master, Shyamananda Pandit Samadhi. This is the Sri part of Shyamananda Prabhu, Darendra Bahadurpur, where he took his appearance. Rasikananda Prabhu took his appearance at Rohini. So this is the Suvarna Rekha river, because here actually the Panchapandavas lived in exile. Rasikananda Prabhu used to come here solo, and then he used to meditate on such a great pastime. Many such wonderful pastimes happened in and around Gopi Vallapur, but this is the headquarters. So like that, actually, in our Gaudiya Siddhanta, Shyamananda Prabhu and Rasikananda Prabhu, they were the stalwart preachers on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They did many things which is uncommon to people in general. And Narottam Das Thakur, he was a great personality in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, unique personality, took up his appearance at a place called as Keturi. Father Krishnananda Datta, mother is Narayani. And then he was born in a Kayastha community. I mean, small king. And this is the Keturi, the birthplace where a small temple is built. And we all know that here only the great Keturi festival was also celebrated. After the disappearance of Mahaprabhu and his dear associates, Janava Mata came here along with his associates, did Premanama Sankirtan. There were the first Gaura Purnima festival happened here. The 6 deities. One is Gauranga, Radha Krishna, Vallabha Kanta, Mohan, then Radha Ramana. So all such deities, they all happened here. Then Mahaprabhu and his associates, they appeared here, stayed for a muhurta, and they were drenching completely with their intense Nama Sankirtan. All such personalities who disappeared, like Haridas Thakur, Advaita Acharya, they all appeared here. So, okay, 2 minutes. So then this is actually Prematali, where actually Mahaprabhu kept Krishna Prema here. And then when River Padma asked how to deliver this Krishna Prema to Narottam Das Thakur, Mahaprabhu replied that when he enters, actually your river will be overflowing in ecstasy. Then when Narottam Das Thakur at the small age was instructed by Lord Nityananda in dream, he was sitting nearby. But the astrologer told that he is having a ganta. Ganta means some bad time. That's why actually he told, don't go and then take bath in the river. I will arrange a separate swimming pool. Because actually that astrologer told that don't allow your son near water body. He will be having a bad time. That is astrological point of view. But in spiritual point of view, yes, when he goes and then takes bath in a water body called River Padma, he will give up all the attachment towards material worldly life and he will get Krishna Prem. That's why in astrology, sometimes they say it's a bad time, but spiritual platform, every time is only good for us, as long as we have the mentality tuned that it is taking me close to Krishna. Then actually, as a small child, like Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, how he escaped from the clutches of his father, and then as a small child, many thousands of miles, he went to Vrindavan. Then Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, they all appeared. Mahaprabhu gave personally a cup of milk. Then actually his body would be regenerated from the tiredness. Then he went there. Then he met his spiritual master Lokanath Goswami. Actually, Lokanath Goswami was like a Gaur Kishore Dasa Babaji Maharaj. He also didn't want anyone to initiate. But seeing the humility of daily cleaning the stool and the urine where Lokanath Goswami used to go, then actually the heart of Lokanath Goswami melted. And then actually he instructed his dear disciple Narottam Das Thakur to leave Vrindavan and then go and then preach in your place, Keturi, the present East Bengal, Bangladesh, because he felt that actually, then who will preach in East Bengal? Because he is the most influential personality. If he preaches, actually, he could attract more people. So that's the instruction. That's why when Srinivasa Acharya and the dear associates felt that all the books were stolen. Srinivasa Acharya immediately told that Narottam, don't stay here. I will search for the book. You better go to Keturi, because he knew the intention of his spiritual master Loknath Goswami, that he should go and then preach in Keturi, because these places and all, where river Padma flows, they are all considered to be. There were also many Smarta Brahmanas criticizing Narottam Das Thakur. Many issues they created. He being a Kshatriya, how could he initiate many Brahmanas? In spite of that, he was doing that. Even the great Smarta Brahmanas like Shivananda Acharya, his son Ramakrishna, then great scholar Ganganarayan Chakravarti. The news were as a complaint to the king. Then he sent Rupa Narayan. Then we all know that how in Kumarapura, these two personalities, Ganganarayan Chakravarti and Ramachandra Kaviraj, defeated by taking the role of a potter and a nut seller. All such pastimes happened there, and then they also asked for a shelter and took guidance. He was actually completely flooding everyone with love for Krishna. And this actually, Tamalatri is a witness of all those pastimes. When Narottam Das Thakur went there, actually, this was the tree. Tamalatri witnessed how River Padma gave Krishna Prema there, and it is also the Bhajana tree. Keturi is near the Indian border only. So here, Narottam Das Thakur did many miracles. The river Padma, actually, this river Padma, its width is several miles width. So all such pastimes happened here on his worshipable deity. And this is the place, Jiyaganj, where he finally wounded up his pastime. Then his dear disciple Ramakrishna, Ganganarayan Chakravarti, they bathed him. And then his the size of his body started to become smaller, dissolving as milk. So both the tears of Narottam Das Thakur and his milk and Ganga, then they brought it to a place called as Dudghat. So this is actually because in a Krishna Leela, he is a Champaka Manjari, doing milk seva, boiling hot milk to make sweets for the pleasure of Krishna. That milk sweet will be cooked by Radharani, but that boiling the milk seva will be done by Chamaka Manjari. So there is a place called as Jiyaganj. It's on the way from Mayapur to Ekachakra, Berhampur, just 40 minutes travel. One can visit this place called as Dudghat. And this is also the deity worshipped by Narottam Das Thakur, which is kept at Vrindavan. All such dear pastime happened there at Jiyaganj. In our Acharya, the Suyambhu Acharya is Abhiram Das Thakur. He didn't enter into the womb of any mother. Like that in our Gaudiya Acharya Narottam Das Thakur, his body dissolved into milk, some connection with the milk seva. So that's why actually Narottam Das Thakur, so all such pastimes all happened here. And his famous song that we all know, that no Jay Anilo Prema Dana. Actually, we are already separated from Krishna. Like a child is separated from mother. See, he or she used to cry. So Narottam Das Thakur is giving the mood. Where is my Advaita Acharya? Where is my Rupa Goswami? Where is my Sanatan Goswami? Where is my Swarup Damodar Goswami? Where is my Mahaprabhu? Where are their associates? We are already separated from Krishna, so it should be a natural thing to cry that we are separated from Krishna. And if we cry in that mood, we are sure to get the blessings of these acharyas. Because actually crying in separation from Krishna, actually we become union with Krishna. And all his pastimes are all heart-melting pastimes. And the Samadhi of Narottam Das Thakur and Ganganarayan Chakravarti, one can take darshan if they go to Jiyaganj. It's a must-visit place, wonderful place. Devotees can also take bath there. And many pastimes happened there. Actually, they wanted to find this golden form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. It was kept in a stalk of rice. And when Narottam Das Thakur went there, actually it was occupied with many snakes. People would even dare to go there. When Mahaprabhu went there, when Narottam Das Thakur went there, all the snakes went away, and both these deities, Mahaprabhu and Vishnupriya, they actually crawled and then came and then sat on the lap of Narottam Das Thakur, which actually everyone witnessed. So because actually some people were still criticizing, then actually they got the faith. So at last, still a few Brahmanas were left. They were still criticizing, oh, he is a Kayasta, Kshatriya, now initiating Brahmanas. So actually he went in unconscious stage, and immediately on the sand of the river, actually a golden thread appeared. Then those two Brahmanas who are still criticizing Narottam Das Thakur, they also their heart got transformed into pure love for Krishna. All such beautiful pastimes happened. And Narottam Das Thakur did a great, because Haridas Thakur, born of a Muslim family, Narottam Das Thakur, yeah, Kayastha Kshatriya community was considered as a Shudra only. That's why they created many problems. How can a Shudra initiate a Brahmana? It's a smarta principle. But they couldn't understand that. But still, Narottam Das Thakur was merciful, and then he did whatever he can do to bring them, to elevate them to the process of Krishna consciousness, and his famous worshipable deity, which can be taken at Vrindavan. So he is a stalwart Vaishnava Acharya, and his still worshipable deity are still there. And presently at Keturi, a nice temple is also being built up there, some 4 acres of land, and lot of work, progress here all happening there. It's a must-visit place. Everyone should take, and certainly we can take blessings of all such great Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Okay, thank you. I am ending this session. If you have any questions, comments, realization, free to ask. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful section. I would like to ask devotees, if anybody have any questions, please go ahead.
Radha Jyoti Mataji, please go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna and my humble obeisance to both of you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances at touch of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, you mentioned that his deities are there in Vrindavan, and you mentioned that the another deities crawled towards him. And there is one more deity that you have shown in your slides that were there in his hometown. So I wanted to know, like, I was little confused. Deities are not 3, 4, right? It must be only one. How is it?
Deities are not.
Like, there are no 3, 4 deities. No, one is in his own hometown, another is in Vrindavan, and another deity is that scrawled.
See, when Narottam Das Thakur was staying at Vrindavan, he had a worshipable deity which is still being kept at Vrindavan. Then when he came to Keturi to celebrate the first Gaura Purnima festival, there were 6 sets of deities like Vallabhakanta, Vrajamohan, Gauranga, Krishna, Radha Krishna, and Radha Ramana that were kept during the first Gaura Purnima festival. Apart from that, among the 6 deities, one deity is called as Gauranga, the golden deity. That golden deity manifested because it was preserved in a stock of rice grain. Because he was searching for Gauranga Mahaprabhu deity, because he wanted to celebrate the first Gaur Purnima festival. They were to go for Mahaprabhu deity. Then Mahaprabhu gave the instruction that it is being hidden there. Then he went there. Actually, it was protected by venomous snake. And when Narottam Das Thakur went there, all snakes went, and those deity crawled, and then he took those deities. So that pastime happened then.
So Mahaprabhu's deity was with him already, and then that deity went into the stock, and then he found.
No. While celebrating the first Gaur Purnima festival, they wanted to keep Mahaprabhu deity, but where to go instantly? Mahaprabhu revealed to Narottam Das Thakur, I am hidden in the stock of rice. You go and then take it. Mound of rice. Okay. That's all. It is a manifested Suyambhu. It was not made. No craftsmanship.
Okay. Where are those deities there now? They are in Keturi only.
Yeah, Keturi. If you go to Bangladesh, you can take darshan of those deities.
And in Vrindavan, his deities are at what place, Prabhuji?
When we go in Vrindavan Parikrama Marg, that place is there. I couldn't remember, but that place is there. So when we go from our ISKCON Krishna Balaram temple towards, the KC Ghat, no? In the mid of the place, that place is also there. It is personal worshipable deity of Narottam Das Thakur. Because he stayed there. No? Lokanath Goswami actually told him, now you should go out of Vrindavan. But under the instruction of Guru Maharaj, he was able to leave, but his heart was always with Vrindavan.
And his Pushpa Samadhi is also there in Vrindavan, right? Like they say
Yeah.
that when his body melted, then he was wearing one flower garland, and then only the garland was left, so they made that samadhi at Vrindavan. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah. He doesn't have a Jiva Samadhi because his transcendental body dissolved into water. So whatever the vastra, the flowers that were worn, that is called as Pushpa Samadhi. And then Smarana Samadhi means in his remembrance, there are also many other Samadhis also.
Okay, Prabhuji. And I have last question. You must be visiting Bangladesh sometimes in near future, right? So we are 6 people who would like to come. I would like to come and see, because he is the inspiration for me for the bhakti and for understanding of Bhagavatam, or many songs that I have understood from his work. So please let us know if you're going. Sometimes in near
Hopefully,
future, I don't think
this month actually there is Bangladesh election. Hopefully, when the next government comes, if it becomes favorable, then if the situation is normal, yeah, certainly we can go. As of now, it is not recommended. But if situation improves in the future, certainly we can go.
Yes, Prabhuji, please do inform through the coordinators of Bhakti Sangha. They are very merciful coordinators. So let us know, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for today's slides. And could you please share your slides so that we can have that principles of Bhakti Siddanta Saraswati Thakurji also?
Yeah, I will share it to Vinita Mataji, so you can get it
Okay.
from her.
Eternally grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
namo
namo namaha.
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anand.
Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace
Jai,
Jivan Gaur
Jai.
Hari Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
Ji for
God
Nityananda.
Nityananda. May God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna, dear
Prabhuji.
devotees. Thank you so much for joining. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna, Dinabandhu Prabhu and Lalita Mataji. Thank you so much for joining us every day and blessing all of us, Mataji and Prabhuji. Yes, Hare Krishna.